Okay, ka Shalom Akim, ka Halayim La Yahabashim Yashabashim Ka Kodash, and double honors to the Grams and Apostles. Thoughty Yashaf for the strength in order to make this video, and Salakia ahead of any noise that you might hear in the background. They got some works going on in the household. Not in the household, but of course close to it, outside of the walls. So, this is the part 2 to the other video, called Renewed Man Equals to Change, because fundamentally that title just means in order to become a new man, one requires change, man. Which of course with that change comes adversity, going through a problem or a challenge, and then assessing the different solutions in order to, of course, become that new man, which is the ultimate goal. Well, I say ultimate goal, but it's like a mini goal within a process of goals to get to salvation, man. Pertaining to this truth as well. And of course, the way they say that saying of discipline, where how you do one thing is how you do everything. So of course, if one is arranged and of course on top of things as a standard, then one will be arranged and on top of things in all the domains of their life as well. It will start to reflect on other things too. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And this is just one of those motivational videos of which I was watching prior, in the previous video in the part 1, and I wanted to get some precepts out as well, man. So I got this one, I'll read it again. So 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach Yahushai, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. When you were in the world, you never really had the fear of the Most High to its potency. And when I say fear of the Most High to its potency, you never really thought, okay, what would Yahushai think of this? What would Yahushai think of this? Does this whatever I'm doing right now, does it align with the scriptures? Does it align with the balance of the scriptures? False abomination is a false balance is an abomination to the Most High, man. So of course you do all things in wisdom as well. Of course that's why the scriptures also say 6 days we work, 1 day we shall rest as well on the Sabbath, man. If a brother needs to sleep that day, then a brother needs to sleep. But the point is, we're also called to give diligence, which means careful and persistent effort. That's what diligent means. And of course, as we work day by day, we optimize and maximize our time. And of course, our skill sets, which Yahweh Hashem Yashai has blessed us with, our talents, which Yahweh Hashem Yashai has blessed us with, whatever that may be, and then we use it to produce fruit, all according to the faith that Yahweh Hashem Yashai has provided us with as well. And again, the talents, man, the blessings. So each brother to their own. But anyways, the point is we become a new creature, man, through the change. And speaking of change, Yahweh Hashem Yashai aids us in that change through the refinement. That's why we go into Zechariah 13 verse 8. It talks about the refinement of the 1/3. This will happen in multiple ways. Even worldly experiences. Can you apply scriptures to the worldly experience? Being slow to anger, that could be one of them as an example. Oh, that's 2/3. Let me get to the 1/3. So, Zechariah 13 verse 8. So, Zechariah 13 verse 9. So, I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. So of course the third part are the ones who are going to get that salvation. Through the fire, you can see it as literal as well, because those in Babylon, they're going to get through them. The 1/3 within Babylon, they're going to get through that fire, man. As well as all the other Israelites that are doing the works and in righteousness all around the world. They will be refined as silver is refined. You got to go through that heat, afflictions as well, things of which will provide you wisdom when applying the scriptures as well, man, to basically teach you essentially. Help you increase in wisdom, help you to aid in that change. Remember, a renewed man equals to change. And we'll try them as gold is tried. So of course, different trials, man, to test you as well. And normally these tests are used to learn from. I know there was also another video where it was pretty much like I don't know if it was Issacharite or Issacharite, but it's one of the Latin tribes. He said there's if only I could remember. But I just remember the good parts of it. But he was like, there's no failure, there's only learning. Then he says something in terms of like, there's no problems, and then there's only solutions, and then there's only something, and then there's only opportunities. But the point is, he said there's only learning, solutions, and opportunities. You can't really be having a mindset where, alright, yep, I failed, that's it, I don't want to do nothing more. No, the failures are there for you to learn, to create more opportunities. The opportunities are within the learning. When you notice the failure, it's like, oh, I could do it in a different way now that'll be even better than last time. Part of the optimization, man. We gotta do that with our talents, of which we're blessed with too. So, there's learning, there's only learning, solutions, and opportunities. If we were all able to apply that mindset, really, as soon as we make a so-called mistake or failure, we're gonna learn from it instantly and be making instant progression, man, as fast as possible. Okay. So let me get Colossians. Just taking a sip of water there. Colossians 3 and 10. And I'm gonna play some of that video again. Colossians 3 and 10, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. So of course, man, we're renewed in knowledge. The knowledge, and remember, fear is the beginning of knowledge, man. The beginning of wisdom as well. So part of that renewed knowledge is having the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. That's the fundamental of it. Then after that, you start to increase in wisdom as Yahweh Bashim Yashai refines you, puts you through trials, refines you with challenges and afflictions to get you stronger minded, stronger spirited. Of course, it's really the mind and the spirit are in sync anyways. As well as all those things which are used to then form the new man, of which will be better optimized to serving him, to serving Yahushua. Which also means as we serve Yahushua, we're also serving the Father. But of course, we go through Yahushua because he's the mediator for us. We need him. That's the point. Kiss the Son lest he be angry. That's in Psalms 2. So Colossians 3 and 10 again, and I've put on the new man. So of course, through them, Yahushua, that's how we enter the new man. He helps to put us in a certain path in order to create our new man. A new man. Anyways, them filler words, man. So, and have put on the new man. Of course, he aids us to form that new man, of which will be beneficial to him too, and towards our salvation as well, seeking the kingdom, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. And of course, this new man as well is also, you gotta also have it in the perspective where it's like, you're not going to be as you were in the world. And of course, because of the fact that you're not as you were in the world and you're entering this truth, you're increasing in wisdom. And because of that wisdom, you have a more respectful state for yourself, because you have a more high authority in the grand scheme of things. A servant of Yahushua, the greatest job a man could have. Really think about that. Because at the end of the day, there'll be a time where we're going to be in our glory as well, man. Yahushua will bless us with those new bodies, and eventually we're going to be ruling alongside him, man. All under the order, man. Under Yahushua, but yes, of course, Yahushua will assign us with tasks, but ruling alongside him, because he will assign us in what to do in his kingdom. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of something to get as well. Let's see. Part of this new man, we have unique abilities, and this is one of them. So Revelation 14 and 3, and they sung as it were a new song. That's talking about the elect 144,000, which is what Revelation 14 begins with. Well, it's mentioned in this precept, so and they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn the song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from earth. That's why, as I feel Apostle Tara made a video on this about the fact that if you ain't got the key, you can't really open what's in the box. Well, something along those lines about we got the code for the book. If you ain't got the code, you can't understand it. That's what the elect have. Yaharatazah, as we always say, we're the hopeful elect. Yahabashim Yasharatazah, we endure to confirm the state of the elect as well. That's why I will say Yahabashim Yasharatazah, that we be part of the elect in humility. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from earth. So of course, this ain't something where everyone in the world can understand, no matter how much we preach to them. For those of whom are supposed to understand, they will understand. Ain't nothing to it. It's going to be easy for them. But for those of whom cannot understand, they're locked away, they ain't got the code, they ain't got the key to unlock the box. They ain't going to be able to access the knowledge, man. Which is this song. The truth. The understanding of the truth. The wisdom of the truth. We won't really grasp it. But yeah, all the rock Yahweh Bashim Yashad, man. That's why we have to be grateful for Yahweh unlocking our minds. Yeah, man. Forever be grateful. Let me get to the video, though. Right, where is it? Okay, cool. Right, so yeah, they play from this. I'll probably play until the part where I'll stop and maybe bring out a precept or something.
Resources. Time. Resources. Time. Money. Network we don't have. When you look at the most powerful and effective people in history, we're never the problem. They didn't have the resources, but they got them. How do people get resources when they don't have them? The answer is they're resourceful. The ultimate resource is resourcefulness.
Now, going back to the point, though, as I said, the ultimate resource, as we know, is really Yahweh Bashim Yashad, because he's the one who even provides that ability to be resourceful. For Jake to be like, okay, if it seems as though there's no way, there's actually still a way. The Most High put a thought in it. Like, use this. You can do it this way. This can come into the truth where it's like, okay, cool. If you ain't got time, brothers have now been resourceful in order to actually do works as they're doing their own labors of the world as well. That's being resourceful. Another resource as well. Maybe you're being hindered by people of whom you live with. Just move locations, man. When I say move locations, of course, depending on your situation. Of course, if the Most High is blessed with the ability to move, then move. Of course, also as well, you can adapt by also just literally going outside to the park and then doing a video there, man. Sometimes I may go to the park and, do a video there, man. And, yeah, you just got to learn to be resourceful. And that's Darak Yahweh Bashim Yashad. That's why you always have to thank him for the blessing of the mind, the spirit, and the body that is giving you, man. He provides your ability to be resourceful. That's why Yahweh Shad there, the ultimate resource. So yeah, but yeah, what he's saying, what Tony Robbins is saying does make sense though. Resourcefulness is the ultimate resource, of course, from that perspective there. But who provides that? That's the thing. That's when wisdom comes in. Yahweh Bashim Yashad.
That's what makes someone successful. And here's what's great about resourcefulness. Who has it within them? Who? Every human being. The question is whether you access it or not. If you're creative enough, can you find an answer to the problem? Yes or no? If you're determined enough, can you find the money that you don't have? Can you find it? Yes or no? If you care enough and get other people to care with you, can you get them to help you? Yes or no? If you are bold enough, if you're strong enough, if you're disciplined enough, can you get yourself to do things other people cannot find a way to do? Yes or no? See, the ultimate resource is resourcefulness. But the minute you forget that, you come up with a story that goes, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I can't do it, it's too far away. That's what's going to kill you. Most people don't ever make it where they want.
Exactly, man. Typically, those are referred to as excuses. The more times where we can optimize to reduce the entropy or the excuses, which entropy is just a tendency to move towards chaos, if you want to apply it in like a life manner or psychological manner. The more times we optimize against it, the better we'll be at actually performing.
Want to go because they give themselves mental outs. And a lot of people who have resources, they have other choices. They can say, oh, this is fucking hard, so they quit. They can say, oh, this business doesn't make enough money, so they quit. When you don't have any other option but to succeed, your chances of success are pretty fucking good. You have to try and put yourself in positions where your back is against the wall, guys, because when your fucking back is against the wall, that's when you're gonna fucking fight. There's no capability difference between you and someone you consider to be an ultimate role model of success.
Come on, man. As a man thinketh, so is he. In fact, I need to make a part 3 to this, man. Because I'm just pretty much breaking down the motivational quotes, and the time is almost up. So, Shalom, Yahbashim Yashai Barakatah.